happy anniversary to me. It's been exactly 4 years to the day since Mad Money first went on the air. And you can believe it? Can you believe this? I haven't been committed to a mental hospital. I haven't had a single heart attack, on air or off for that matter. And I haven't been torn to pieces in the streets. For 4 years, I've been trying to help regular people, home gamers, ordinary people like you, who own stocks and feel like they're on the outside looking in, become better investors. That's the Mad Money Manifesto, plain and simple. My job is not to tell you what to think, but to teach you how to think about the market like a pro. This show is not about picking stocks. It's not about giving you tips that will make you money overnight. As I always say, tips are for waiters. Our mission is educational, to teach you how to analyze stocks and the market through the prism of events. I come out here every night to help level the playing field, so you can try to have a chance, a fighting chance against the big boys, the fat cat hedge fund managers who think they own the market. To them, the world of investing in stocks is a posh country club. They don't want to let you in. They don't want you to know what they know, because then you can make money and they lose their edge. Mad Money's all about breaking into the country club and looting some of the good scotch while we're at it. Make mine the log void. See, to the insiders, the mutual fund managers and the hedge funds too, investing, whether some critics like it or not, is a big game. It's not a game to you. It's your future, your retirement, your kids' college fund, a way for you to make that extra bit of money that you may need to live your life the way you always wanted to, rather than being chained just to your paycheck. But the big boys don't see it that way. They play the market like it is a game. And because they manage so much of the money in the market, it's their game. For all their intents and purposes, the huge institutional money managers, the masters of the universe, are the market. The stocks they like go higher, and the ones they target get crushed, bear-rated, forced down by unrelenting short selling.
That was easy.
That's why we try to help you understand the rules of the game. The real reason why stocks behave the way they do. How to find the stocks that work given what the plutocrats are doing. What's in style in the Wall Street fashion show. Like it or not, when you invest, you're sitting down to play a game of Monopoly against a bunch of major big shot managers. Some people tell you, look, just forget it. Ignore the board. That you can make money if you just close your eyes. Buy some good-looking stocks. Hold on to them forever. Buy and hold. They tell you that's the responsible way to invest. Buy and hold. I've heard it all my life. They tell you to forget about everything else because it's all short-term noise. I've heard that all my life. These people are not your friends. They're not your allies. They're not your teachers. They're your enemy. You can't make money in the market if you don't understand it. It's like playing Monopoly without knowing what Pennsylvania's worth, or how much it costs to put up a hotel on Boardwalk. No. My job is to make sure you have not just the facts, but also the rules. You need the darn rules. And the rules are always changing. I try to help you keep up so you know what matters, no matter what. Nothing is more important than understanding the forces that move stocks. Nobody on the inside wants you to know this stuff. They don't want you to be empowered because it makes it harder for them to game the system. I am not part of them. Was I at one time? Yes. Yes, I was. I was for 14 years. I compounded it at 24% after all fees. Should I have given it up to take this abuse? I like the show. So I do it. For whatever reason, maybe because I think it's the right thing to do, or maybe I'm insecure, or I want the attention, I don't know. My goal is to give you the knowledge and the tools that will empower you to be a better investor. I try to find the investment themes based on long-term trends. These are called secular trends in authentic Wall Street gibberish. They can help you make money, even in the most hideous of bear markets, like the 56% decline that we just finished. I'm talking about themes like China, which is resurgent, and we play it with the FXI. That's the iShares for China, own it for my charitable trust. Or the trade down concept, where consumers are buying more cheap stuff in order to save money, which is how we play it with Family Dollar or private label food makers like Royal Corp and Treehouse. We've just come out of a bull market that lasted 20 years, but before that, the market was basically flat for 25. It's easy to make money when the market's going higher, but when it's going lower, just know where the job gets harder. I'm here to make sure you don't give up, because I think there's always something that's working. And this show is all about helping you identify those trends and learn for yourself to find out what works. I'm here to teach you how to interpret what the market is saying, and mostly how to analyze companies and their stocks. If it means we have to worry about Washington because of end market federal demand, then we will. If it means we have to talk about federal policies that impact companies or regulations that affect the way stocks are traded, then reluctantly we will. Lately, I've spent a lot of time, much too much time, but I can't help it, talking about politics. Not because I'm an ideologue with an agenda, because my only agenda for 4 years through Republican and Democratic regimes and mad money is helping shareholders make money. But because what happens in Washington has become more important than ever to the market, I reluctantly have to address it. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to the CEO of a company that could really be bruised by legislation that the president is pushing. It's more important than how his earnings per share are. I can't help that. I wish it weren't the case. That's why I talk about Obama and his administration. Make no mistake, I want him to succeed. In fact, I support every part of his agenda in general. But I've criticized Obama, just like I went after his predecessor, although nobody talked about that, because I think the timing of many of his policies could hurt stocks. And on this show, that's the bottom line, showing you what could cause stocks to go higher and helping you get out of the way and onto the sidelines when something could make them go lower. We've focused on companies that don't need Obama to succeed, or fixing the banks or solving unemployment, because we don't know if we can count on the guy yet. It's too new. Although in the last few days, I found the rhetoric coming out of the White House to be much more encouraging. But I only care about the politics because I'm trying to help you make money. I'm here to demystify the market and call out the bad actors, whether the actors are at the Fed or at AIG or sometimes at Treasury or the CEOs on my wall of shame. I want you to know who the bad guys are, who's screwing up, and who doesn't deserve your trust.
The House of Pain.
Unlike the parade of perma-bull money managers or the brokerage industry analysts who have a stake in making sure you never sell and want your commissions or your assets under management, which I don't, I try to get you out of the market when it's too dangerous. That's why I yelled fire in a crowded theater and told you I thought you should sell at Dow 11,000, and then again on the Today Show at Dow 10,000. Some said that these were irresponsible calls, but the theater was on fire. Was I supposed to just wait until we all suffocated on the smoke? That would have been the easier course. No one would have noticed. No one would have cared. That's why I said last week, when we were only 1,000 points from my total disaster scenario, I said to start buying and keep buying, and I still feel that way. That's the mission. Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. But when I get something wrong, I put the Post-it note on my face, and I put the hair shirt on, because I know the market is a humbling place. That said, I don't come out here every night to tell you what to buy and what to sell. I have my opinions about stocks, and I happily share them. But all that is ancillary to educating you about the market. Oh, yeah, and sometimes I play a clown, too. I'm proud of that. I can't teach if you're not watching. So even though the purists think I can't be rigorous because I have sound effects, yeah, sound effects, I do. I've got them. Because I have props. Yeah, I got props, too. I'm going to keep up the humor. I'm going to keep up the education. I'm going to keep trying to help you make money for as long as they let me. Here's the bottom line. The pros want to keep you in the dark about the market so they can run circles around you. For 4 years, again, my 4th year anniversary today of this show, I've been trying to shed some light on the market, to demystify the gibberish and help you be a better investor. Have I done it well all the time? No. Could we work harder? Something I emphasized last week that was somehow met with ridicule? Yeah, we could work harder. I know, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to work harder even next year than I did this year. And the year after that, it won't be any different. Sean in Maine. Sean.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good, how are you? A big booyah to you and happy 4th anniversary.
Thank you so much. Good to have you on the show, and thank you for that nice way to start the call.
Hey, my question for you today is, do you have an opinion on a possibility of the stock markets being artificially forced to the bottom by fear and short selling despite the efforts of the Fed and Treasury the past 6 months? So that very, very large funds, i.e. hedge funds, institutional buyers, They get in at bargain prices.
Well, I think that what we've tried to do on the show is to explain that can happen. I know it because I saw it, which is why I call attention to it. That's why I've been pushing and have had a campaign for a year and a half to bring back the uptick rule, which was very unfashionable when I started, but now it looks like it's going to happen. It's why I've tried to get the government to investigate the hedge funds that are in collusion with each other to bring down the market and to subpoena the tapes. The previous SEC would not do that. That's why I said that they sided with the hedge funds against you. All in all, we try to call attention to this behavior. It has hurt to do it more than it's helped me, but I just don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. Happy anniversary to all of us. You keep watching. I'll keep trying to preserve and make you money.